Right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know the phone feature that has made me the most money in network marketing? And obviously calling out and dialing out, that's number one. But I'm talking about just kind of like a feature in itself. And that feature is my mute button. All right, and I'm going to explain the situation here is that, when I grow my network marketing team, I often use three-way calling. And I talked about three-way calling a couple times in the past, but whenever I edify my upline and then I do the introduction, I actually press mute. All right, I press mute for a couple different reasons. One is that if there's any ambient noise on my background, the conversation doesn't get interrupted. I'm also taking notes. All right, and even if I want to interrupt my upline, this mute button is an extra step so that I don't interrupt them. If you interrupt your upline, the edification level goes down. Every time you talk, your upline gets de-edified, so to speak, just a little bit. And so the best thing you can do is, just shut up. And that should be a clue, is that not only when you're on the phone, but if you do an introduction, just be quiet. If it's after a home meeting and you're introducing your prospect to an upline mentor or to anyone else, just shut up and be quiet and let them do the talking. It looks much more duplicatable. And I'm going to tell you a story here, is that, I was in Toronto, my upline was in Ottawa, and then my prospect was in like a suburb. It's called Mississauga. So we were in three different cities. I had edified my upline mentor who was in another city, and then I went on mute, and they were talking for a while. They were talking maybe about 10, 15 minutes, talking a little bit, and doing some bonding. And then my upline, he called me out and he said, "Hey Kenny, what do you think about that?" and you know what? It took me a little bit, and I said, I had to get myself off mute to answer. And I said, sorry for the delay. I was just on mute. I was taking notes while you guys were talking. And my upline didn't miss a beat. He said, you see that? You see how duplicatable this is? There's one guy on this phone call who's going to make the most money, and he's on mute. And then he turned to my prospect and says, "Bob, can you do that? Can you introduce someone and go on mute?" You see how powerful that is? So use your mute button not only when you're on the phone, but also use it mentally when you do an introduction, when you're at a home meeting or anything else like that. All right, so I trust you got some awesome value out of that. Edify your upline mentors. If you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You can even put your name and email in and get an awesome audio on how to grow your business. All right, take care and create a great day.